Game 6 of the NBA Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves have had a long journey and are on the cusp of achieving their dreams. With everything on the line, they could be crowned champions with one more victory. Only one obstacle remains as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. The NBA postseason, coming up next.
The championship could be claimed right here. Folks, it is electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So glad you could join us for it. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He is joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. You look at Minnesota. Greg, they're feeling good, playing like a champion, and don't want to let this get down to a Game 7.
And I like that mentality. Sure, you'd like your fans to be there when you win the title, but what's more important is getting the job done. You can have a parade later if you close the deal.
Quickly with a wide open look. Offline with his three.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Pass to McDaniels. A free ball. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
Screen by Pirtle. And here's quickly for three. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Minnesota with the ball. Randle outside. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Dick. Active quickly. Pass to Dick. Puts it up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
To the middle and stolen by Barnes. Edwards against quickly. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Darko Rajakovic and I got a chance to talk for a little bit, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. So it's Minnesota now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Randle outside. Puts up a three. It's good from long range. Randle's got 6 points.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with the team. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. It's stolen by Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Fires the three. And another three for Minnesota.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now, here's quickly. For three, Ingram. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Raptors trail by 6. Pass to Dick. Here's quickly. It's Ingram on the wing. 6 to shoot. Birtle sets the pick for Ingram. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Toronto working the ball around now. And the dunk by Dick.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Randall is screen on quickly. Right side, Edwards. To the wing right side. Lock at 6. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Now, quickly. Pass to Barnes. Birtle with the ball. Here's Dick. And here's Ingram from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, Ingram has been an all-star because he doesn't have to dominate the ball to score. He's a sharp shooter who's very efficient in his offensive game.
Randall outside. Lets the three fly. And Pirtle pulls it down. Barnes finds quickly. Now Ingram. Pass to quickly from deep. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 3-point game. They want to put some distance between them and the loss on Monday.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Pirtle. Chris Boucher comes in for Barnes. It's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Walter in for Grady Dick. Minnesota shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Rudy Gobert is out there with Reed. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Minnesota making some changes. Daniels, he's checked in for Alexander-Walker. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Minnesota has possession, trailing by 2.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Barrett the pass to Robinson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Second free throw, no good. Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Pass to Edwards, the three. And another three for Minnesota.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Raptors trail by 4. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Ingram against McDaniel. The leaner inside. And Ingram finishes inside. Ingram's got his second bucket tonight.
And the stroke of Ingram, boy, just looks so pure coming off his hand.
Gobert the screen. Edwards passes to Reed. Jacks up a three. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. For the three. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Down low. Here's Barrett. Pass to Boucher. Launches it. Reed with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Fires from deep. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McDaniels against Ingram. Six on the shot clock. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Reed finds Gobert. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Minnesota making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Sinks the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now, here's Boucher. Pass to Barrett. Beyond the arc. They get it back. And staying with the play, Ingram.
Ingram is slim of build, but showing you some muscle there, fighting for a second chance shot.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And another three for Minnesota.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And this is who Barrett is, a competitor, someone who looks to get revenge whenever he can.
Pass to McDaniels. This one for 3. That shot, no good. Raptors trail by 3. Barrett kicks to Ingram. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Minnesota's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Gobert with a screen on Barrett. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Some changes for Toronto. Barnes is checked in for Chris Boucher. And quickly in for Ingram. Minnesota also making some changes. Randall's checked in for McDaniel. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Dick passes to Poeltl. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 4. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody, and in this crucial Game 6, there's some second-half work to be done for the Toronto Raptors.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but they may have earned that right, given the way they came in and changed things.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They are on the cusp of closing out this series. You think they'll get it done, big fella?
You smell that, Ernie? It smells like barbecue chicken, and I know they smell it too.
Good teams that have that switch, they can flip it and close a game out. Don't hang around and play with your food. Go in and finish it.
Guys are making me hungry. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. And it's Ingram in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Right there, Daniels is saying, you got to come get me if you want to stop me.
Quickly kicks to Pirtle. Inside, here's Barnes. Randall with some nice D.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
On the free throw, no good. Raptors trail by 9. Here's Dick. Here's Pirtle. And another shot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And here's Ingram from the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
And they get one now, 1 of 5 here in the third.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. To the paint, here's Randall. That shot off the mark. Good D by Barnes. Pirtle trying to get open. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
There you see the strength of Barnes. He's really hit the weight room, improving that upper body strength.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That's good from Barnes. Timberwolves leading by 6. McDaniels passes to Randall. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Dick. Lets it go with a three. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Gobert with a screen on quickly. Now here's Gobert. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Barnes kicks to Pirtle. Toronto working the ball around now to the inside. Barnes outside. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. And the Raptors miss again.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Gobert with a screen on quickly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And the Raptors making a change here. Barrett's checked in. Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Ingram passes to Pirtle. Bounce pass, Dick. Ingram against Randle. Randle with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 7. It's Edwards on the wing. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Down low. Outside for Randle. A three-pointer is right on target. Randle's got 12.
And you don't see that kind of quickness from your bigs very often. Randle with great hands there.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for McDaniels. Raptors trail by 10. And here is Quickly. He has 5. Pirtle, the pass to Ingram. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And, you know, as time goes on, Ingram continues to embrace more responsibility. He wants to be the focal point of this offense.
Reed with a screen on Quickly. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Randle against Ingram. Pass to Pirtle. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Hey, if you're going to foul Pirtle, I mean, get your money.
The Timberwolves trail. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Edwards. And it's Shannon in at the 3 spot. With some arc, a rebound by Shed.
and they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Launches from deep. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Barrett. Good on the three-point shot. Barrett's got the lead up to 7 now for Toronto.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Nailed from three-point land.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Here's Shed. Count it, good. And the Raptors lead by 6.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. To the paint, Randall. Second chance shot for 3, Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Ingram with it. Now defended by Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, you combine his athleticism with his length and his skill set. The versatility of Ingram is hard to guard against.
And Toronto making a change here. Dick's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. McDaniels checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Raptors leading by 3. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Swiped away. Yeah, it's stolen by Barrett. Out to Ingram. Robinson sets a screen for Ingram. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Randall to the middle. And the layup falls.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Ingram attacking. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Timberwolves passing it around. That puts them in the lead. 20 points for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ingram against McDaniel. Teardrop shot. And it's Ingram missing. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. Back to Ingram. Another shot. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Takes it off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Dick with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Inside, here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Gobert, the screen. Driving inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Some changes here for the Raptors. Pirtle, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Barnes comes in for Chris Boucher. And quickly in for R.J. Barrett. Minnesota also with the sub. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Pass to Quickly. Screen by Pirtle. Quickly the bounce pass. And the basket is good.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Dick. Now here's Ingram. Barnes with it. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Minnesota in the lead. 3 from the inbound. Doesn't go for him.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Takes a 3. Out to Edwards. Latrey. It's good from beyond the arc.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Ingram passes to Dick. Ingram up top. McDaniels defending. Quickly shoots the 3. And it's Ingram missing.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Dick comes with the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Barnes comes to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Edwards drawing the double team. And they go to the intentional foul. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Toronto calls timeout. We got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Here's Ingram. On the wing quickly. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
And rebounded by McDaniels. And the Minnesota Timberwolves are your new NBA champions.
We hope you've enjoyed your visit tonight.
Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game, you've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. But our full credit to the victors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even though they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, does not take away from the satisfaction.
And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
MP, congratulations.
What's up, man?
Championship in your rookie year, very special.
Thanks, John.
But
there's always a but with you, you know what I mean?
yeah, you know I have to.
Yeah.
You did it on a team with a stacked roster that had very high expectations coming to the season.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any part of you that wishes you had to do more to earn this? I mean, you've talked a lot about building a dynasty, but it feels a lot like you're joining one in progress rather than building one on your own.
I guess I did ask for this. I've done plenty for this, John. I've given everything to this game. And if I'm joining a dynasty in progress, there's no shame in that. That just means that my job is to make sure that it keeps going. And I promise you, I'm going to keep it going.
Is that your guarantee that you'll win a title next year?
There's no guarantees in a season. So I won't guarantee that. But we are the favorites, so if someone wants to win, then they're going to have to come through us.
What do you mean by favorite?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of greatness as newly minted champion MP joins us in the studio. MP, welcome, brother.
Thanks for having me, Jalen. I've been watching this show since I was 15. I'm a big fan, man. I'm a big fan. Happy to be here.
And we're so happy to have you, MP. Like, you are an absolute revelation on the court. Just between your basketball IQ, your dogged determination.
All right, enough, Toby.
No. Y'all got to lay off my man, Toby. He brings a valuable perspective to the show. Yeah.
Valuable perspective.
Valuable nerd perspective.
And they all matter. You should know. What you play, 12 minutes in the league? Oh, no. What I'm saying is, you were a valuable teammate to the team. You called out coverages from the bench.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
helped everyone in practice get ready for the games.
There
That
we go.
stuff matters,
There we go.
man.
I like that.
Not as
I
much
like
as
that.
playing the game.
Hey,
That's
and
right.
Jalen, you never averaged more than what? 7 points a game?
8.2.
No.
8.2.
Let me finish. But you brought a tenacity and an edge that helped the team maintain a competitive mindset for 48 minutes. And, you can't win without everyone bringing something unique to the table.
Okay,
and that's why I love this
You are
show.
a heck of a player, and you've got your squad to number 10 on my dynasty list for a reason. But I know television. I know podcasting. I know entertainment. And I let Toby shine the exactly correct amount.
Which is 2.3% per episode.
Oh, Toby.
All right, I'll let y'all do it.
MP, as someone who has won a championship myself.
Oh, what did you average? 2 minutes per game? in the
Oh, that's
finals?
not important, Russell. You and I know, as champions, that sports, they're not won on a spreadsheet. They're won in here and in here. So I want to know from you what it's like for you in here and up here. What would you say is the single most important part of your mindset, of your approach to the game that's allowed you to reach the top of the mountain in your rookie year?
I'm a hooper through and through. I put the game first. A lot of guys, they reach this level and they get caught up in the lifestyle, hanging out with celebrities, CEOs, going to fancy restaurants, these exclusive nightclubs or whatever. But, me, I'm in the gym every day, all day, every day, staying locked in on the details, making sure that I do everything to not let anything get in the way of me maximizing my potential. There's time for all that other stuff after I retire. But for right now, I'm a hooper first, second, and last, man.
Guess you never learned that, right, Russ?
Were you talking about going to nightclubs? And
Nah, he a hooper. He is a hooper. I seen him, man. He is a hooper, man. I got you.
Yeah, me
man.
too. Inside.
MP, it has been an absolute joy having you in the studio. I think we can all agree one of our best guests ever. Thank you for sharing your perspective with us, brother.
Anytime, Jalen. Pleasure's all mine. Thank you, Toby. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Jalen.
Shall we do one? Shut it,
Jalen!
It's a possible slogan. Taking it down.